All right, greetings and welcome. This is your host, Louis George Walker, coming to you with the BFTAA and more show. All right, there we are, starting this show off. A little bit of an echo here. Can you hear me? I guess you can hear me. Just got a little, let's see, don't know where that's coming from. Let me move my microphone here. Testing, testing. Okay, I'll turn that down. That'll stop the feedback. All right. This is your host, Louis George Walker, coming to you with the BFTAA and more show. You haven't seen me in a few weeks. We've been wrestling with a lot of things going on. Right now, I'd like to say that we're not on Facebook. We're in Facebook jail for a little while, trying to figure out what's going on. But they are saying that we maybe have violated community standards. But I don't see how BFTAA and more has done that. But if to view this show, you have to go to, and I hope you are on YouTube. We are on YouTube and Twitch. So YouTube and Twitch have us, and we will be pushing up a recording of this on our LinkedIn site on KUAW or on LinkedIn from KUAW. We have a KUAW page on LinkedIn, so if you can go to it, would be great. But yes, there's been a lot of things going on, been pretty busy, still pretty busy, but I'm looking at how we will revamp this show and bring things in a new way. I think that this little shutdown time is maybe a good time to see how we'll redo and how we'll come back out the BFTAA and more show. I'm not going to keep you on here long, but we're going to be doing some changes. We're going to drop some of the things that you're used to seeing. We're going to be bringing up some new things and giving you some new information. So BFTAA and more is has been off for about a month and a half now, since mid-January, really, so almost 2 months on the Facebook. But we're still broadcasting, and you'll be able to pick us up on the YouTube site and on the online radio stations. We'll be getting out on them in just a minute. I had some trouble with that. We had a lot of computer trouble going on. I had trouble with platforms, and still trying to get my new my new web page up, because I want to transition a lot of the live stuff that we do right to our web page, so you can pick it up without going to Facebook or YouTube, just by going to our web page. So working on a lot of different things. Everything's not going according to the plan, but that's what they say. You have to back up and do plan B. So I don't want to keep you long this evening, but I've got a few things going on in the city that I want to tell you about, and I'm going to bring them up now. BFTAA is a member of a few of your local organizations that are doing great things in the city. We're a part of the KC Digital Inclusion Committee. So we're on here as one of the digital inclusion affiliates throughout trying to make digital inclusion more in depth in all of the communities, in all of our communities. So that's one thing that we are a member of, and we continue to work with. We also work with the WEB, the Boys Learning Center, and different schools that we have to go to and do demonstrations. So we still have things going on. Black Family Technology Awareness Association, which is the parent of the KUAW radio station, it's still been keeping me plenty busy, but I've had a few other things that have come up that have kept my time a little bit tight right now. But we're going to be getting back with you starting in the next couple of weeks. I got to go out to California at the end of this month, but the 1st of April should be rolling out a new format. We're also again enrolled and registered for the MR 340. That's the Missouri River 340 race, and we're taking donations if anybody wants to help to support that organization that is doing it, the Missouri River, to help keep it clean and productive. Uh, I'm going to be leaving out, I think it's July the 7th, that the race starts, racing from Kansas City to St. Louis. I will be on my kayak heading down there. Last year was my first year in it, and boy, did I learn a lot of lessons. So I want to take that and see if I can get through this thing this year for sure. So I'll be getting back out there. I hope some of you will be along the raceway and holler at me or see the boats go by. We're going to start over in Kansas City, Kansas at the KUAW Point, and there'll be a lot of people there. But anywhere along the Missouri River, you can see us if down by the uh, uh, what do I want to say, the KC River Walk or the River Market. If you go down there where the new stadium is, you can kind of get to the site or a boat, not a boat launch, but you can get to that wall where you're looking at the river, and you'll see a lot of the kayaks going through there. Last year there was over 600 kayaks that left out, so it's going to be early in the morning. We'll get downtown pretty early, so it starts at 7. So we'll be going by there before or right at 8 o'clock, probably before 8 o'clock. And then they have a second group that starts at 8 o'clock. So the first group are the single kayaks. I'll be in that, starts at 7. The second group starts at 8. So if you want to go down to Berkeley Park, down there at the river, you can see a lot of kayaks, and I'll be going by. Holler out to me. I appreciate it. So that's and anybody that would like to join in, uh, we'd like to have a partner. I got a partner going with me, but if we could get 2 or 3 more people, it would be nice to have a group that was making that trip together. So if you've got a kayak, or if you want to start getting in shape for a kayak, now is the time, because July the 7th, 340 miles. We got 3 days, or I think 3.5 days, 86 hours to make it. So we're looking at that this year, and we want to complete the whole run. So stay tuned. I'll be giving you more updates as it comes up. But look up MR340 on Facebook or on YouTube, and you'll see what the race is all about. I also want to tell you, We Code KC. They're a great group. They've been started as a young group, but they've been around about 5 or 6 years now at least. They're going to be hosting an annual summit, the We Code KC, for an immersive day, a 2 day summit exploring the transformative impact of artificial intelligence across industries, including science, technology, healthcare, and more, on October 16th and 17th. They are seeking professionals and organizations interested in being a vendor, sponsor, leading a breakout session, speakers, and volunteers. So the We Code Tech Summit is going to be happening October 16th and 17th this year. If you want to volunteer, help out at that, we would appreciate you contacting them. They have a sign up page. So go to their webpage and you'll probably see it. There's a QR code there too. So it's We Code KC. Check them out. Check them out. Also, there's digital skills classes. We did some of that ourselves earlier or last year. I had our class at the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, and now the Megan McNaughton with the Kansas City Public Library's Tech Access program is offering 2 additional digital skills classes at Vineyard Neighborhood Association and at the Mary Williams Neal Community Center. So library patrons can register for free. For more info, they have a couple of links. Contact the Vineyard Neighborhood or Mary Williams Neal Community Center for a flyer to go to this. If you want to take a class and learn basic computers, get your digital skills started, this is a way to do it and stuff. Kansas City Parks and Recreation is one of the sponsors of it. So check it out. Tech Access Program. They're going to be having them at a couple of places, and you ought to check them out. Also going on in the community, Ivanhoe is offering local community computer classes. So see, there's a lot of places where you can still learn. Don't feel like if you haven't learned now, it's too late. No, you need to get involved in technology. Tyndall Tech LLC is hosting basic computer classes at the Nutter Ivanhoe Neighborhood Center in Kansas City. The classes are focused on basic tech knowledge and computer troubleshooting, with special offerings for seniors and after school students, held on the third Tuesday of every month. So check it out. It's at 10 a.m., third Tuesday every month at 10 a.m. You can go down to the Ivanhoe Center over there on Woodland. I think it's about 37th, 38th and Woodland. And they've got classes there. It doesn't say that there's any charges, so you need to check that out. Also, UMKC is to host International Women's Day celebration, and it's on the same week as International Women's Day. And UMKC is hosting an event highlighting the role of women today, having a have today the role that women have today in technology and uplifting their stories and expertise. This all-day event includes a keynote by Rhea Dixon and a panel discussion workshop on inclusivity and bias and speed networking. Register here. I don't see a date. That's UMKC. Let me click that registration and see what pops up. See if we've missed that or not. No, March the 15th. So you can redefine the possible at International Women's Day events March the 15th at the Student Union at UMKC, 5100 Cherry Street. Break barriers, challenge limits, shape the future. Join us for a powerful and inspiring International Women's Day celebration where we bring together amazing women in tech to share their stories, insights, and expertise. The keynote will be at 10 a.m. Then I'll have a panel discussion at 11, lunch at 12, workshop and inclusivity and bias on inclusivity and bias at 1 o'clock, and speed networking from 3 to 4. So, the future of technology isn't predetermined, we shape it. What seems impossible today becomes reality when we dare to change it. How will you redefine the possible? So that's an opportunity for to be involved in this annual International Women's Day event that's going to be going on at UMKC campus, and that'll be starting up March the 15th. So check it out. You can RSVP, get in touch with them, and learn. But there's a lot of things coming up. The Kansas City Coalition for Digital Inclusion, which I am a part of, they had a meeting Friday, March the 7th, but there'll be another meeting March the 21st. And we'll try and make it down to that on a Friday. Their meetings are from 10:30 till noon. So the details, let me pull this up and see what we've got. It's a Zoom meeting, so you can go to it on Zoom from 10:30 to 12, and there will be different content going on, different groups from all the digital inclusion members. So check that out. So there are a lot of things going on, and we're still going to be a part of it, and we're going to be bringing to you more of that. We'll also be putting up some of the slides and some more information. I just wanted to get on here to let you know that I'm still alive and still kicking, and the Black Family Technology Awareness Association and Knowledge in Understanding and Wisdom Internet Radio, KUAW, are still rolling along. If you get a chance, please listen to our radio station, KUAW. You can pick us up right now live on YouTube and on Twitch. You can also pick up the audio versions of this show and of a lot of our shows on our radio outlets, which you can find at tunein.com if you have it, the TuneIn app, Get Me Radio, My Online Radio Bot, Radio Garden. We're broadcasting on a lot of those sites. And if you have a Google or Amazon smart speaker, tell it to play KUAW. Tell Siri to find KUAW and you'll hear us. We pop up in a lot of places, so you can listen to some good old school music. You can listen to a lot of jazz. You can listen to some blues, and a lot of talk and syndicated shows that you don't hear on the radio every day. So check that out, KUAW. You can also go to our website, kuaw.org, and check us out from there. So we're ready and we're ready for you. So keep listening, keep listening. So that's all I've got for today. I will be coming back with our full 45-minute show. We're on from 5 to 5:45. It's been a busy time, and we're trying to get things in a decent order so that we can come back with a regular show with good information for you, because there's a lot going on in the tech world and a lot going on in the community. AI is growing. Our youth, right now, we're doing a drone class for youth. We've got students learning how to fly drones. Hopefully, they can get licensed in a few years as they get older. That is a career path to be looking at. So we've got some young people that are learning how to fly drones on Saturday. We do a class every Saturday from noon till 2, or from 12:30 to 2, but it's full up now. I don't think we have room for anybody. Our next classes will be starting with our Lego robotics, and they'll start in September when school starts. We'll be starting our Lego team back up. We're not going to be doing any summer programs. One, I got to be working out so that I can do this river race for 340 miles that I hope you'll come down and check out. Also, if you do look on if you go to my Facebook page, L. George Walker, there is a ad going out right now that you can donate funds. It costs $250, $275 to enter the race, but 75 is for the race, and $200 goes to support the Missouri River organization that is making sure the river stays clean and working to improve recreational activities and just to keep our river, because the rivers, the water is what makes it safe for all of us. I mean, our drinking water comes from there, and a lot of industries and things are tied to the river. So we want to keep the river as nice a river as we can have. So support us, make a donation. The $200 raise. I got the $75, but you can help me with the $200 for the race, and I would appreciate it. Then you can come out and see. I don't know if I'm gonna have a new kayak or if I'm gonna use the same kayak I used last year, but I will be out there, and I've been looking for any of my supporters to be out there. And you can support me on the web. Also, they have a tracking device that I don't have the information for it right now, but when I'm out on the water in the race, you can actually follow my kayak with the tracking device to let you know how I'm doing in the race. So we'd like for you to check that out and just be involved with this. We're using technology out there on the water also. So it's involved in a lot of different parts of our lives. So we have to continue to work, to strive, and to learn. We got to continue to support our young people and encourage them to become more digitally literate. And they will do it if they see you doing it. Not just going on and playing games, which there's nothing wrong with playing games, but to actually learn how to use the computer, to learn how to use their tablets, to learn how to write code or to create apps or to use it to. We've got a farmer that's going to be working with telling the kids how they use technologies in farming right now. So part of the black growers in Kansas City are going to be coming, working, and we're hoping to take the kids out there to see some of what they do. So just stay in touch with us. We're going to keep on working. We're going to keep on making connections, and we're going to bring you information that will be helpful. We're wanting to help the community. Doesn't matter who's in office. They say what's crazy and what's this. We started 20 years ago. This is going on 21 years now. So we've been through a lot of administrations and a lot of things, but the key thing is that we've got to improve the standard of living, our technology literacy in our community. And we need to do that by any means necessary. And it is serious. It's serious for the future. It's serious for our kids. It's serious for us. So that's one thing we want to make sure that we do. So I'm glad that you joined me today. I hope that you'll be sure and come back. I was trying to think if there was something. Oh, I did want to pull up. Let me go to my website here. You won't be able to see it. And that's what we may do next week is make sure that all of this shows with me and the website. But I want to give you some information on that MR340 race. MR340 race. There we go. So that you know. All right. The MR340 is the longest nonstop river race in the country. The longest nonstop river race. It'll start July 8th through the 11th in 2025. And it's hosted by Missouri River Relief. So we'll be there as we test ourselves. Test yourself on the Missouri. So you can do it, and there's still time for you to come out and check it out. The thing is that we're protecting river resources through participation. The Missouri River Relief engages individuals and communities along the Missouri River in the exploration, enjoyment, restoration, and care of the river through hands-on river cleanups, education programs, and recreation. So, that's one thing you want to be involved in. Get our kids out. Nothing's wrong with getting your kids out on the river. You might not want to start with them if they're too young on the Missouri, but to get out in the lakes and ponds, I go up to Smithville Lake, and there are a lot of young people and older people and everybody kayaking, canoeing, having a great time on the lake. On this river race, I saw a woman and her daughter. I assume it was her daughter, but she looked like she was probably about 12, 11 or 12, and they had a kayak built for two, and she was hanging right in there. Mom was out there with her. So those are things that we need to do as a community. We can get involved in things that show our kids some different, um, what do I want to say, things that they can do, just expand their horizon. They may not want to go out on kayaking or down the Missouri River, but they need to be exposed to it to see what it's like and not think that it's something not for them. So we want you to check it out. Now you'll be able to see who's leading the race and all of that. I'm going to look and see who is the top tier uh, leading right now with raising money. Oh boy, one guy's raised $1,046 so far. I have to see if my name's on there. I'm probably way down the list. Let's see, there's some with $1. There's 25. Oh, there I am. I'm not on the bottom. Lewis Walker's raised $40 so far. So I'm on the list coming up. Not at the bottom, but there's a long way to go to raise more for this river campaign. So if you can, help us raise money for the Missouri River, the restoration, the fun, the recreation, and the education that can be done on it. So we're out there and we're trying to raise money. There's a lot of people that have raised $275, $200, but the leaders right now has raised $1,046. So boy, I got a long way to go to catch up with him. I'm gonna have to get on it. But that's the fun of it, though. It's a good community around the river. Really, if you get your kids involved in anything around robotics, around technology, when you get out around these groups of people that have like interests and a good time, it's just a rewarding experience. It's good to be around. It's just like if you like to go skating or anything that you do with a group of people, the socializing, the interacting, the learning from one another, the sharing. It's a thing that everybody should have in their life, whatever their interests are. Not just to sit at home and to watch things on television, but to get out and socialize with people, be around people, and learn from a different person, people from a different background than yourself. I have a niece that does yoga, and the yoga world is a whole different world of people, but it's great because there's camaraderie there, and you learn and you talk. That's what we have to do. We have to get out more and know each other and be around each other. So help me raise. I don't know if I can catch up with the 1,046 so far, But help me out. I might can get there. But I'm not at the bottom. I have raised $40. So if you go to Facebook and look up L. George Walker, you will see that I've got a fundraiser there. I'm going to see about putting it up on YouTube here this week and just keep trying to grow this fundraising that we have going on here. But it's getting on to about 5:30 as we get ready to close out. I'll see. Let's see if we've got any of the river in motion that we can show you. But I'm pumped. I'm ready to go to get out there and have a great time. So let's see. Well, we probably won't be able to go to that, but we just want you to come out and support us July the 8th through the 11th for the Missouri MR 340, Missouri River 340-mile long race. Longest river race nonstop in the United States. We're going to be out there going for the gold. All right, all right. Let me pull that down for a minute. So I want to thank you for joining me today, even though this is a little bit shorter show than normal. It's about 15 minutes shorter because I usually I'll run to that time. But we're getting things together. We'll have different interviews coming up. I'm hoping to have more recordings of interviews with people from events that I go out to as we go into this new KUAW time. So we want to start bringing more live from the community information, especially around technology from some of the meetings and talking with some of the people that are involved in it. So stay tuned. We're still doing things and we're getting ready to grow this thing even bigger. So I want to thank you for coming on. This is L. George Walker. That's right, product of Paseo High School in Kansas City. Thanking you for spending a little time with me. So don't forget, it's never too late to get involved with technology, to learn something new, and to explore more and stretch your mind. Thank you for listening, and we will see you again next week on BFTAA and more. Thank you. Bye bye.